Hi, I'm Zaishmeen and dear students, today we are going to practice the simple English of chapter number 4 from the textbook of grade 9. The name of the chapter is Hazrat Asma. Let's start. Okay, now we will do simple English of paragraph number 1. लेकिन इससे पहले मैं स्टूडेंट्स आपको एक बात बताना चाहती हूँ कि कुछ स्टूडेंट्स को ये लगता है कि क्वेश्चन नंबर 2 इन द बोर्ड एग्ज़ाम्स जो है जिसमें आपको एक गिवन पैसेज होता है फ्रॉम द टेक्स्ट बुक, उसको सिंपल इंग्लिश में कन्वर्ट करना होता है, या ऑप्शन नंबर 2 ये है कि आप उसको ट्रांसलेट करते हैं फ्रॉम इंग्लिश टू उर्दू। कुछ स्टूडेंट्स को ये लगता है कि दैट वुड बी वेरी डिफ़िकल्ट अगर हम उसको सिंपल इंग्लिश में कन्वर्ट करते हैं, या हमें उसमें अच्छे मार्क्स नहीं मिलेंगे। लेकिन बेटा मैं आपको इस वीडियो के थ्रू इनकरेज करना चाहती हूँ कि ऐसी कोई बात नहीं। अगर आप इस क्वेश्चन को ऑर्गेनाइज सिस्टमेटिक वे से अटैम्प्ट करेंगे तो आपको ज़रूर इसमें अच्छे मार्क्स मिलेंगे। इसमें फुल मार्क्स बच्चों के आते हैं। उसमें बस करना ये है आपने कि जो आपको एक गिवन पैसेज है उसमें सबसे पहले आपने डिफ़िकल्ट वर्ड जो है उनको अंडरलाइन कर लेना है, उनको हाईलाइट कर लेना है, और उसके बाद उनको आपने सिंपली जो डिफ़िकल्ट वर्ड्स हैं उनको इजी वर्ड्स के साथ रिप्लेस कर देना है। आपने देखना है कि उस वर्ड का इजी मीनिंग क्या हो सकता है और आपने सिंपली उसको उससे एक्सचेंज कर देना है। इसमें आप एक बात का ख्याल रखना है कि उसमें आपको टेंस चेंज नहीं करना, उसमें आपको सेंटेंस स्ट्रक्चर चेंज नहीं करना। Okay students, now I will do simple English of paragraph number 1. Listen to it very carefully. First I will read out the actual passage for you. The Rasul and his close companion Hazrat Abu Bakr Siddiq migrated from Makkah to Medina in the year 622 AD. When the chiefs of various tribes of Makkah came to know about the migration of the Rasul and his close companion Hazrat Abu Bakr Siddiq, they got furious. The chiefs were determined more than ever to find them out. They offered huge rewards and bounties for their capture, dead or alive. Students, you can see that I have highlighted certain words. इस पैसेज में जो डिफ़िकल्ट वर्ड्स थे उनको मैंने हाईलाइट कर दिया, और अब क्या है कि मैं सिंपली क्या करूँगी, इन वर्ड्स को मैं एक्सचेंज करूँगी सिंपल मीनिंग्स के साथ। सिंपल इंग्लिश ऑफ पैराग्राफ नंबर 1। द रसूल एंड हिज क्लोज फ्रेंड, कंपेनियन की जगह मैंने क्या ये वर्ड यूज़ किया, फ्रेंड। द रसूल एंड हिज क्लोज फ्रेंड हज़रत अबू बकर सिद्दीक माइग्रेटेड, माइग्रेटेड का मतलब था एक जगह से दूसरी जगह चले जाना, मुंतकिल हो जाना। सो आई हैव यूज द वर्ड मूव्ड। Migrated from Makkah to Medina, moved from Makkah to Medina in the year 622 AD. When the chiefs of various tribes of Makkah, when the leaders of various का मतलब था मुख्तलिफ, different tribes of Makkah came to know about the migration of the Rasul. Migration यहाँ पे इसकी जगह वर्ड यूज़ होगा resettlement, यानी रीसेटल होना कहीं पे। Migration of the Rasul, resettlement of the Rasul and his close friend Hazrat Abu Bakr Siddiq, they got furious. Furious का मतलब तो बहुत शदीद गुस्से में आ जाना. So they got very angry. The leaders were firm more than ever to search them out. They announced big prize money. They offered huge reward की जगह big prize money and bounties. Bounties का मतलब generous gifts for their capture, for their arrest, dead or alive. Now I will read out the whole passage altogether for you. The Rasul and his close friend Hazrat Abu Bakr Siddiq moved from Makkah to Medina in the year 622 AD. When the leaders of different tribes of Makkah came to know about the resettlement of the Rasul and his close friend Hazrat Abu Bakr Siddiq, they got very angry. The leaders were firm more than ever to search them out. They announced big prize money and generous gifts for their arrest, dead or alive. So students, you can see that in actual passage I have highlighted the words, but in simple English I have highlighted as well as I have underlined the words that I have exchanged. जिन वर्ड्स को मैंने रिप्लेस किया, सिंप्लीफाई किया, उनको मैंने मार्कर से जो है वो आपने भी क्या करना है कि उसको मार्कर से आपने हाईलाइट करना है और नीचे उसकी एक लाइन लगानी है। उससे क्या होगा, आपकी इस क्वेश्चन की प्रेजेंटेशन अच्छी होगी। वर्ड मीनिंग्स को या वर्ड सिनोनिम्स को सेपरेट लिखने की ज़रूरत नहीं है। सिंपली आपने सिंपल इंग्लिश की हेडिंग देनी है और आपने उस पैसेज को डायरेक्ट जो है वो चेंज करते जाना है, लेकिन जिन वर्ड्स को आप चेंज करेंगे उनको ज़रूर आपने मार्कर से हाईलाइट करना है। उससे ये होगा कि जब एग्जामिनर आपका पेपर चेक कर रहा होगा ना, तो उसको पता होगा कि इस बच्चे ने रैंडमली या खुद से नहीं कर दिया, बल्कि इस बच्चे ने इस क्वेश्चन को प्रॉपर अच्छे तरीके से प्रिपेयर किया हुआ है। सो स्टूडेंट्स, यू हैव टू अटेम्प्ट दिस question very wisely and very in a very organized way. Paragraph number 2. The preparation of the journey was made at the house of Hazrat Abu Bakr Siddiq. Hazrat Asma rendered useful services in this regard. She prepared food for this journey. She tied the food on the camel back with her own belt, as nothing else could be found. For this service, she was given the title of Zatun Natkin by the Rasul. Simple English of paragraph number 2. The arrangement for this travel was made at the house of Hazrat Abu Bakr Siddiq. Hazrat Asma provided helpful assistance in this respect. She cooked food for this travel. She fastened the food on the camel back with her own belt, as nothing else could be found. For this service, she was given the title of Zatun Natkin by the Rasul. Paragraph number 3. During the perilous journey, it was very difficult for anyone to supply food to Hazrat Muhammad. The situation was so delicate that the slightest mistake could have endangered the life of the Rasul. This grand task was nicely undertaken by Hazrat Asma, the daughter of Hazrat Abu Bakr Siddiq. Every night with pack of food, she would quietly venture towards the rugged mountains in which lay the cave of Thar. She took care of the minute detail in accomplishing the task. Students, spanning of minute and minute are the same, but minute means time and minute means very detailed, very small, very tiny. Minute is a noun and minute is an adjective. How difficult it must have been for her to traverse the rocky path at night with the constant fear of being detected. Now I will do simple English of this paragraph. During the dangerous travel, it was very hard for anyone to provide food to Hazrat Muhammad. The condition was so sensitive that the smallest error could put the life of the Rasul at risk. This great job was done in a good way by Hazrat Asma, the daughter of Hazrat Abu Bakr Siddiq. Every night with pack of food, she would silently move towards the uneven mountains in which lay the cave of Thor. She took care of the minor information in doing the task. How hard it must have been for her to cross the rocky path at night with the regular terror of being chased. Paragraph number 4. On the night of the migration, a tribal chief of disbelievers, Abu Jahl, in a fit of fury, headed towards Hazrat Abu Bakr Siddiq's home. He began knocking at the door violently. Addressing Hazrat Asma, he demanded, "Where's your father?" She politely replied, "How would I know?" This response shows the wisdom and courage of Hazrat Asma. She didn't make a statement that would give him a clue. She simply posed a counter question that infuriated Abu Jahl. He slapped Hazrat Asma's face so hard that her earring fell off, but she remained steadfast and did not reveal the secret. Simple English of paragraph number 4. On the night of migration की जगह क्या मैंने यूज़ किया? Resettlement. On the night of resettlement, a tribal leader of non-Muslims, Abu Jahl, in extreme anger, moved towards Hazrat Abu Bakr Siddiq's home. He started knocking at the door forcefully. Addressing Hazrat Asma, he asked, "Where's your father?" She softly answered, "How would I know?" This reaction shows the intelligence and bravery of Hazrat Asma. She didn't make a statement that would give him a hint. She simply posed a question in return. A counter question का मतलब होता है question के बदले question करना. She simply posed a question in return that enraged Abu Jahl. He slapped Hazrat Asma's face so hard that her earring fell off, but she remained firm and did not disclose the secret. Paragraph number 5. Her grandfather, Hazrat Abu Quhafa, was a disbeliever at that time. He was very old and had become blind. He said to her, Asma, I think Abu Bakr has taken all the wealth, leaving you and children empty handed and helpless. At this, she instantly ran to a corner of the house. She gathered some pebbles and put them at the place where her father used to keep his money and jewels. She covered it with a piece of cloth. Come, father, look, he has left all this for us. He touched the cloth and thought it was full of gold and jewels. His concern was alleviated and he felt relieved to know that Abu Bakr Siddiq has left all this wealth at home. Simple English of paragraph number 5. Her grandfather, Hazrat Abu Quhafa, was a non Muslim at that time. He was very old and had become blind. He said to her, Asma, I think Abu Bakr has taken all the wealth, leaving you and children penniless and powerless. At this, she immediately ran to a corner of the house. She collected some small stones. Pebbles कहते हैं छोटे पत्थर जो होते हैं कंकरियाँ. She collected some small stones and put them at the place where her father used to keep his money and jewels. She wrapped it with a piece of cloth. Come, father, come, grandfather. See, he has left all this for us. He touched the cloth and thought it was full of gold and jewels. His worry was reduced, and he felt peaceful to know that Abu Bakr Siddiq has left all his wealth at home. Paragraph number 6. Hazrat Asma was amongst the early few who accepted Islam. She was the daughter of Hazrat Abu Bakr Siddiq and stepsister of Hazrat Aisha Siddiqa. She was wife of Hazrat Zubair bin al-Awam and mother of Hazrat Abdullah bin Zubair. She died at the ripe age of about 100 years. Hazrat Abdullah bin Zubair used to say that he had not seen anybody more generous and open-hearted than his aunt Hazrat Aisha and his mother. Hazrat Asma was so generous that she sold the garden inherited after the death of her sister Hazrat Aisha. She gave away all the money to the poor and needy. Nobody ever returned empty-handed from her doorstep. Simple English of paragraph number 6. Hazrat Asma was amongst the early few who welcomed Islam. She was the daughter of Hazrat Abu Bakr Siddiq and stepsister of Hazrat Aisha Siddiq. She was wife of Hazrat Zubair bin al-Awam and mother of Hazrat Abdullah bin Zubair. She died at the mature age of about 100 years. Ripe का मतलब था पुख्ता, mature age. She died at the mature age of about 100 years. Hazrat Abdullah bin Zubair used to say that he had not seen anybody more open-handed and open-hearted than his aunt Hazrat Aisha and his mother Hazrat Asma. Hazrat Asma was so open-hearted that she sold the garden which she received in legacy after the death of her sister Hazrat Aisha. She gave away all the money to the poor and needy. Nobody ever went back empty-handed from her doorstep. Paragraph number 7. Hazrat Asma will always be remembered for her courage, generosity, and wisdom. She had resolute faith in Allah Almighty. Her life would always be a beacon of light for all of us. Simple English of paragraph number 7. Hazrat Asma will always be remembered for her bravery, open-handedness, and intelligence. She had firm faith in Allah Almighty. Her life would always be a source of light for all of us. Thanks for watching. Please like and share, and don't forget to subscribe my channel.